17 weeks are in the books. The Browns end up with 5 wins on the season. They played the Steelers yesterday. They lost. I don't know if anyone even cares about the game at this point, but we will talk about it. It is the 2-Minute Morning. Reggie Rucker is here. Coach Sam Rutigliano is here. And Andre Knott is here. Your thoughts as we look back on the season and what's to come?
Well, Andy, first of all, you know, you can make the playoffs in the National Football League probably easier. There's an easier path to the playoffs in the NFL than it is in any other major sports. Minnesota Vikings are in the playoffs. They were the top 5 draft team last year. The Indianapolis Colts in the playoffs. They were picked first. And the Washington Redskins had Robert Griffin III. Right. They're in the playoffs. Right. The Cleveland Browns are the only team in those first 5 that isn't going to the playoffs. We have got to change that.
Well, there was a difference between, if you do the arithmetic, between the first 5 and the 26th pick in the draft. You know, and everybody's trying to make a science of this, but it's an absolute crapshoot. When Mike Holmgren came here, I thought, boy, the 3 guys that he coached are going to be Hall of Famers. But the problem was that Mike Holmgren could coach those guys, but he could not pick those guys. And as you look at the last 15 years with the Cleveland Browns, with 17 quarterbacks, now going probably on our 8th coach, and you see, you know, what we have done. We have never done anything that you just talked about, because that resolves the problem immediately if you get the
right guy.
Pick the right guy. And so now, I'm my first test for accountability for Jim Haslam, the owner, and for Joe Banner, who's the next to the owner. Who are they going to pick as a coach? And what I want them to do is, I don't want them to pick a guy who has not had the experience. I want them to pick a winner. I want them to pick Nick Saban. Can't say anything about it right now because he's got to play that game on January 2nd, 7th against Alabama. But if he comes here, you will have discipline. Same thing happened today. 3 fumbles, 1 interception, 9 penalties. That means a lack of discipline.
Andre, you've got 20 seconds.
If Nick Saban comes here, that means Joe Banner no longer has anything to do. That won't happen. I like it. Coach, I think they should bring you back because that would help us. I think Reggie makes a great point. Reggie makes a great point. Look at the teams that were ahead of us and look where you're trying to go. Change is okay, but get the right person, because only one other team has changed coaches as much as the Browns have since '99, and that's the Oakland Raiders.
You just did it. Just under the buzzer.
Think about that, though.
Nice job. We'll talk more about this next week. Maybe we'll do a bonus edition of the 2-Minute Morning for you. Next week, we've got plenty to talk about throughout the day when it comes to the Browns. Have a great New Year, everyone. We'll talk to you into the new year.